The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bears take over. This is Kadeem Carey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Once again, it's Carey. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 33. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, That's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now Carey looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They stay on the ground with Carey. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brandon Graham. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On is Nick Novak now to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a noon one. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 18 yards there and a first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman with a fast feet, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Freeman again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Time running out here on the play clock. 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Benjamin. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. And the tight end goes in motion left. This is Carey. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 3rd and short, the fullback Burton. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the 20.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Freeman again, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd down, Ryan. Walker with a grab, left side. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
First down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw again, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing. Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Over.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
All right, here we go. 4. You got 4 down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun,
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
Hey, watch it.
Carry now. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Chicago. Kadeem Carey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Nick Novak on now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. On second down, here's Ryan. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. Ryan finding Gabriel for the Falcon first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a play fake here on first down. It's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Ryan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. In the red zone this time. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. From the gun, Ryan. Buying time to his left. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Green, 39. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
We talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Meanwhile, the second quarter score from Carolina. And it's a big-time advantage for the Browns. They just scored again, pouring it on. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go now.
They'll run with Carey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Now it's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 44-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Trubisky now off the bootleg. Trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, look. Good.
A toss to Carey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago! Cameron Meredith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. So they're going to go for 2.
Good, let's go. Green, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now it's Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play clock winding down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Shift together here from the D-line. They run. Devontae Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. So that'll back him up 5. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They go play action with Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Ryan. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Powers ahead at the 45. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now they try the right side here. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
All right, here we go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Kadeem flashing the footwork. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. And they'll run it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Carey on the toss. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try and run it with Carey. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Carey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Novak to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Got an open man, it's a noon one. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mitch Unrein. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now it's Ryan. And he's got a noon one. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, Ryan. Anunua's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Finding room to the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Freeman. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Freeman. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Ryan. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Eddie Goldman in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play clock winding down. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. Mitch Unrein in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Handoff to Carey to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mitch Unrein in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they'll get the spike off with 6 seconds to go. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? And they're going to go soft on the corners. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrell Freeman. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it. And they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Chicago, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.